The problem about discussing these state assets is the way the NDC position themselves as a group of people who are not in support of sale of state assets. I have said before that for me, the position of the TUC itself and the workers of Ghana in protecting assets in which they have interest has been consistent, whether under an NPP government or under an NDC government. And it is, they are right, because if you have interest in an investment and you feel that that investment is being handled in a way that does not inure to your benefit, you have to protest. The hypocrisy is coming from the NDC, who talk as if, you see where Kofi landed, that's a group of people who are involved in state capture, who are selling state assets, and so they should vote for John Dramani Mahama, so that when NDC comes, that will stop.
He did it.
Oh, wait. When you were talking, I kept quiet.
When was the legacy introduced?
Kofi, don't do that. You are my friend. Don't be doing that.
I only asked you a question.
When you were talking,
are we aware of legacy? Oh no, but you invited me. I didn't invite you.
Keep quiet.
Did I invite you?
Keep quiet. Don't be troublesome. I know you are a rolling string, but so you relax.
What does that mean?
Well, you see, Randy, you are inviting me. When Randy, you invite me and I come in, you tell me
the history of Ghana from 92 or even before 92. These people have sold more state assets than any government. Their record is so bad and reckless. Atlantic Hotel was a state hotel. NDC sold it. Meridian Hotel, they sold it. Star Hotel, they sold it.
Which Meridian
Continental Hotel. All these were hotels that belonged to Ghana.
Which Meridian Hotel are you talking about?
Keep quiet.
No, Meridian Hotel in Tema is still in the hands of the state.
Oh.
So I don't know what you are talking about. The Meridian Hotel in Tema is still in the hands of the state.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, I'm only correcting you.
You are not correct.
You should differentiate Divestiture Implementation Committee work and what you are doing
Randy,
now. So differentiate the two.
What I am saying is that when it comes to the selling of state assets, the NDC has the worst record in Ghana.
Okay. Where is that?
Gassen Cement, which is a strategic state venture, was sold to the Norwegians by the NDC. Gassen that we are struggling with today.
So that's why you are selling the rest.
Masad, I'm just telling your record. So you don't.
So you are selling the rest.
You don't sit here. We are not selling. You don't sit here. You don't sit here and make a claim that we are not working, the MPP government is not working in the interest of the state. And therefore you should be voted for. You should be voted for to work in the interest of the state.
Are you selling Labadi?
You are the worst party that has been involved in the sale of state assets than any government in the history of Ghana. And I'm telling you, this same Senate had 90% shares in Merchant Bank. Under John Mahama, was it not sold? It was sold to Fortis. Under very controversial circumstances, because at that time,
this guy is
don't
really
do that. Don't do that.
Look,
don't do
if
that.
we want
I'm playing back your record
with SNIT investments, we can deal
you have
with
made a statement and I'm not stressing my point.
I am referring to now the hotels. We can go into the Merchant Bank deal and what has happened to it and its improvement subsequently. You have decided that a hotel
should be sold. We just have 5 minutes.
I am just saying that Senate had 90% shares in Merchant Bank under the NDC. The NDC decided to sell it. And the South African bank offered over $90 million for 75% shares in that bank. Then Fortis, which has its board members who were appointees of the NDC,
Who are those appointees? Who are those appointees?
The board members of Fortis.
Who were those?
I'll get them for you. I'll get them for you. Don't worry. Kofi, don't worry. I'll get them for you. I mean, I'll get them for you.
So go on.
But
so
I'm saying that.
No, let him get it because he will tell you that will be up and then he will run away and say that Fortis has communicated out there.
Offered $35 billion.
Who are the board members of the Fortis that you say were?
Fortis offered $35 million to buy Merchant Bank. Another bank offered over $90 million for just 75% shares. And Fortis offered $35 million for 90% shares. And John Dramani Mahama's government sold the bank to Fortis at $35 million
I think
against $90 million.
To deal with this issue because he's
you have nothing to deal with. You have nothing to deal with.
Falsehood.
You have nothing to deal with.
I've sent him a message that he doesn't know. He's just reciting it.
Kofi,
it doesn't work that way because you are not looking at phones.
You are asking me to get you the names of some people, and I'm trying to get them for you. But I'm telling you that state asset, John Dramani Mahama sold more state assets than this government. Even the bungalow he lived in as vice president, when he was living, he wrote for that bungalow to be given to him. He bought state lands.
Who bought state lands? Who bought state lands?
Look, I beg.
Hold on, I'm asking a question. Chinia, who bought state lands?
Officials of the NDC. Officials of the NDC. They bought a lot of, including former President Mahama.
He bought state land.
Yes.
Where?
Oh, check. You get it.
Where?
All of them.
Where?
Let me continue. I don't know why you.
Chinia.
Did President Mahama not write
with a great Chinia? Hold on.
For the state to hand over his official bungalow to him?
Chinia, hold on.
Did he not do that?
Chinia, please hold on. On the issue of that official residence, we all know the facts. Why are we twisting it?
We are nobody's twisting it.
Please.
In fact, let me. You said time is over. Let me make my point.
Chinia, please. Let us respect our audience.
I do.
You can't sit on this program and make a statement to the effect that the former president bought state lands and not prove it. Which state land did he buy? Just tell us which one.
I'll get it to you. But
so you don't have the evidence.
He bought state land.
No.
He offered to buy his official bungalow.
Please. He never ever offered to buy his state bungalow. Never.
He wrote
to buy his state bungalow. Never. It didn't happen.
He wrote for it.
No, why will you lie about this?
I'm not lying, Randy.
You said that he wanted to buy his state bungalow. It is not true.
What is the case?
You are making the assertion. I'm telling you it's not true.
So what is the case?
Show me the evidence that he wrote to buy his state asset.
He wrote for his official bungalow to be given to him as his official resident as a former president. So he was taking it over.
That he is entitled to.
So that
hold on, please hold on.
So when it is given to him, it becomes his property.
Chief, hold on. Hold on.
Why will a vice president be leaving office and the official resident of the vice president, you want to take it as your official president, as a former president?
Chief.
You are talking about ethical conduct.
Chief.
All these things that we are discussing, Randy.
I need just
Randy, I haven't finished. Chinia spoke a lot.
I won't let you proceed further if you're unable to give us evidence of the state asset that was bought by President Mahama. If you don't have the evidence, withdraw it.
I said he wrote to take his official residence.
Oh, so now he didn't write to buy it.
Oh, but taking
to buy state asset. And that's the land that he bought. Is that the state land that he bought?
But it's not state property.
No, I'm asking you.
Is it not state property?
Hold on.
It's not just land. It's official residence. He wanted to take.
Chinia, you said that he bought state lands. That's what you said. And I asked you.
I said he wanted to buy.
Oh. You didn't say that he bought state lands. You didn't say he bought state lands.
He wanted to take over his official residence.
Chinia, are you saying that you never said that he bought state lands?
It tells you.
You didn't say that.
It tells you how they are.
We all heard you.
When you hold them,
we all heard you.
Then they begin to run away. But
we heard you. Chinia, we heard you.
The state land matter, I'll get back to it.
If you do not have the evidence of he buying state lands, withdraw it.
Oh. I mean,
yes.
You are being held. Which allegations did I make?
He talks about what is a state capture. I mean,
but why? Is there no state capture? Is there
who is capturing the
capture?
state? Who is capturing the state?
You people are capturing the state. But I'm giving you an example. When you have ministers of state buying state investments. No. When you have ministers of state buying state investments,
Randy,
it's not state capture.
So if ministers buy state property, it means it's state capture. And I'm also showing to you that they sold state asset to government officials. Some bungalows built by the Senate were bought by MPs. Most of them ministers under the NDC. Was that state capture? Was that state capture? So if he sits here and describe this government on what is it, going on a state capture because individuals have bought some properties of the state through an official process. And I am telling you that similar assets were acquired by individuals in Ghana. So many hotels were sold in Ghana under the NDC. And I've mentioned some of them to you. Atlantic Hotel was sold. It doesn't matter.
To ministers of
a Ghanaian is a Ghanaian. A minister of state is a Ghanaian. And there is no law in Ghana barring any minister of state of taking part in any public, process to buy an asset. Tell me any law that bars a government official from buying a state asset. And this issue of conflict of interest, you are just misleading Ghanaians. Brian Champon is not a member, is not a member of the management of Senate. He is not a board member of Senate. In fact, the laws of Ghana allows, even at the Ministry of Agri, if a company is applying for a job there and Brian Champon has interest, the law requires him to write officially to declare his interest. So I don't know why you are creating this confusion as if this is the first time something is being done. If you want us to have a national conversation about not allowing or making laws to bar certain individuals or certain category of people from taking part in certain decisions in Ghana, no problem. But don't behave as if this is the first time something like this is happening. I've told you Merchant Bank was sold, and people who were appointed
was sold to a government official.
These people were appointees of the NDC. Mrs. Ima Akua was an executive director.
Of what?
Of Merchant Bank. Of Fortis.
And she was what in government?
She was minister.
Oh.
She was
not only minister.
And she was what in government?
Do you need
she was what in government?
Are you only?
No, she was what in government? She was what in government?
Kofi.
The one who sent you that.
I don't know.
No, but just a point.
George Graham was a board member of GRA under the NDC. I haven't finished. George Graham was an appointee of the NDC.
As what?
And was a director of Fortis.
As what? Appointee of NDC as what?
As a member of the GRA board.
GRA board.
GRA board,
you know there are institutional representations and what have you. Did you know
he was appointed by the NDC government.
You see the problem.
He was appointed by the NDC government.
Looking for straws to hang on.
No.
In a situation where they know that they have committed
you don't come and sit here.
John Dramani Mahama has made it very clear under his administration, he will not allow his appointees to engage in this state.
When it happened under him,
that will not
happen under him.
Just like he saw to the
he was a president before.
He will continue.
John Dramani Mahama was a president, and the state assets were sold. His record
was sold to his appointees.
Yes.
Who?
Which one? I don't know why. I mentioned
which one?
Don't worry yourself.
It's about appointees. They were sold. State assets were sold.
The viewers know that their trade is to come and tell lies and tell more lies, but it will not
tell lies.
The John Dramani Mahama that we know will survive.
You couldn't even operate. Mahama couldn't operate 8 hour economy.
What you don't even understand.
When Mahama was president, 8 hours economy, he couldn't operate
to defend
corruption. He couldn't manage electricity for people to operate 8 hours.
Defend corruption. So this is what you are noted for. You have come here this morning only to defend corruption and state capture. That is what you do.
Mahama is the most corrupt. Mahama is the most corrupt. He and officials are very corrupt.
Who you are doing?
He himself has been labeled as corrupt.
So we know those who are so corrupt, who even go for people's rights to distribute as Ramadan and Salah rights.
We have to go.